small number of games, not small amounts of games. uh, I have a hard time watching TV announcers, whether news or sports or they're English. I turn into a grammar, yeah, that word. It's things that are countable. You might as well count them. You can say number, you know, you don't have to say amount. But there's nothing I can do about that because so many people just get those things all mixed up. But, you know, whatever. I don't want to be a pedant. I have to do it in my head. So you're the only guys that hear it. Julia, what's your problem? No. I'm sure there's still food out there because you guys didn't eat this morning. Or there was so much left over from last night. What is your problem? Have you not gotten enough attention? And then she'll turn around and swat me. No reason. She is a surly cat at times. She sleeps beside me every night. That's going to drop you in that box one of these days. Yeah, because I took the lid away that I had been, yeah, oh well. Those are cats, eh? So, I went for my walk, you saw. That was really early. And by the time I got home, it was like 10. Wow, that worked. How'd that work out? I don't think it worked out. So I must not have left us that early. Then I had breakfast. Maybe I had breakfast and then saw the time. I'm not sure. Anyway, I left so early. No. I got up late. Then I left for a walk before I had breakfast. So things just got pushed back further and further by me getting up late. What else then? Ooh, we caught it. Get it. Yes, you're out. Ha. Should have stayed. No, it's for my benefit. Go Blue Jays. Yeah, so all day today I have been not creating lessons. I am still been amalgamating. Do you know how much stuff I have on this computer? I have so much. I should not put anything more up there. I should put all these books away, give them back, because I have more than enough. Oh, yes, glasses. Yuck. There we go. Oh. These glasses are only good for looking at stuff on a computer screen. It's that close. And anything else, not very good. And it's actually annoying to my eyes. So if I walk around the house doing stuff, not noticing that I have the wrong glasses on, they don't bother me, but they strain my eyes because the eyes are looking for a different distance and the distance isn't there except for a point or two. Anyway, did my laundry this morning, at least my colors. Didn't have much. I'll do my whites next week because I don't have enough whites to do. We went all the way to Home Depot and Rona yesterday and didn't get the water softener salt. I forgot, my son forgot. We all forgot. Which is annoying because it means at some point at some point we have to make another trip back, yes, because there weren't enough of my backsplash tiles. They had a certain number, but not enough to complete all of the stop squeaking. Any boiling? Not enough. So we'll have to go back anyway. Yes, good job. And we'll get the water softener salt then. Good. So all is not lost, but we forgot. Just as long as we don't forget the next time. No, I'm not sitting outside because walking outside is fine, but sitting outside in the shade is not fine. So, sorry, puppy, but I'm not going out with you. She did not rise as early as I did this morning. She rises as early as her mom rises. And I didn't see either her mom or dad this morning at all. And didn't see them until long after I got home, had breakfast, started working. By the way, I put out the, it's a potato bin that I've had in the kitchen for ages, which was always collecting my plastic bags. You know how many plastic bags you get in the course of a week or a month or, you know, a lot. And you dropped it. So nobody got out? Huh? That was a mistake, Mr. Springer. I am not big on baseball, but when there's a really obvious mistakes, I miss lots of mistakes, errors. But I did not miss that error. I don't know if that's called an error. I have no idea. But it was an error for him in that the Blue Jay was not out. And we're on base because you dropped the ball. On base because you dropped the ball. Do you realize you're sitting right next to a cat who is rather vicious when it comes towards you? Comes to you? You don't even notice she's there, do you? You see an ear? Yeah, no, not quite down. Not quite high enough. Anyway, nobody has arrived. It is 1-0 for the Astros, so it's not like the Blue Jays are ahead or anything. But so I did laundry after I got home. Nobody else was doing laundry, so I thought I might as well. I have lots of colors and darks, so they can get done once a week at least. Sometimes whites, sometimes, you know, I'm heavier in one or the other. But definitely I have lots of colors, so always, that's always a possibility. Um, um, so the kitchen cabinets are getting finished next weekend. So my son and my son-in-law are going to just power through the weekend. As long as it takes, they're going to do it. So that'll be nice. I've already told you that my son has let the electrician know that the cabinets will be done and he will be needed to do the finishing up of everything that has to be done after that. But excited to see what the backsplash will look like. White glass. Yeah, it's gonna be neat. I look forward to it. Similar to my sister-in-law's, even though I didn't realize it. I just picked it. But then I saw hers later on and realized, oh yeah, she's got different, but she also has white glass, but not in the same way that I'm getting it. But yeah, I wonder, she will hate to leave her house. I don't know if she'll hate to leave her house. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how close she feels. She was involved in the entire building of that place, even though it's not her place, but I'm sure she had major involvement. And it's not, it's gorgeous. The kitchen is beautiful. Way more expensive than my kitchen. So, I don't know. Anyway, yes, my sister called this morning. Just fortuitous that I was home. Could have been out walking. Yeah, so her dog of many years died. No, she had him put down. He was very old and very ill. And she let me know that he was gone. His name was Finnegan. He was a not what I'm trying to say in my mind. Yeah. Fuzzy, short. Fuzzy and short. Not fuzzy, spiky and short. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I want to see my screen. Here. Yeah. A Brussels Griffon. She fell in love with that breed, and that's what she got, and she had him for 15 years, I think. Never appealed very much to me. It's not my... He was cute, but not my kind of dog. Of course, I have a kind of dog that other people don't like either, so there you go, right? She spent a lot of time at dog shows for a certain period because her son had dogs, labs, and then became a judge in showing. So she spent a lot of time and had a lot of dogs running around her house for a long time. And picked one that she really liked. And she had a companion, a good companion, for a long time. So that was sad to hear that he was gone. Finnegan. And then she told me that she had a boyfriend. My sister is over 70. Not that she really seems like an old lady. She's a businesswoman. She's always on the go, so she's not slowing down at all. But I guess she met him when she first got to town, or he noticed her. But at that point she had a husband, she had kids, and everything was going, and no interest in men, But after all these years, he started asking her if they could get together, and one thing led to another, so she has been seeing him for a while. I guess I was not, when this first happened, was back a while. It was not the time to tell me about it. But I guess she's been seeing him for a while, and that's kind of good news. She said she never thought she would ever, especially at this stage in her life, meet someone or even think of meeting someone, right? So it's kind of nice that she has someone to be with her. A companion, a someone she can get together with. It's really nice. But he's also very busy. He is a farmer, and at times he's very busy, apparently. His name's Wayne. So that's kind of cool. That was an interesting phone call. That's about it. Stuff I've done. I'm still working on merging the two things. I don't see why I should have a 3-4 and a 3-4 reading and writing when I am teaching 3-4. So I am, like I said, merging the two. Because now I don't have a strictly reading and writing at all. So everything can just be together. And I have so freaking much. I have to stop going, okay, let's get something new, and have to look at what I have and find what I have and use what I have. I am a compulsive. See something new, let's pick that up, and I have so freaking much. I think I could teach for years without getting anything new. Probably. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. That may just not be in me. We'll see next week. I'm going to have to ask Michelle if she's the one who went to that restaurant with me. I think she was, but I remember there was another person with me, and it would have been a female, and there's be only a few females that I would have done that with, and Michelle is the one that I always go to lunch with, or something like that. And except she's not really that kind of a restaurant person. So I'm trying to think who else it could have been. Yeah, I don't know. My son remembers me mentioning it to him. Because when Mimi, what happened was we came out of the, where were we? The Rona? We were in the Rona. It was our second place. We started at Home Depot, then we went to Rona. And we came out of the Rona with everything except for the water. water softener salt, obviously. Got to the car and she said, let's not go to Ben 10. Let's go to something else. Are you okay with going to a Thai place rather than, I thought, of course, whatever. And so she said, well, there's this place. It's close by. And she said the name, and I sort of went, I don't think I've heard of that one. Because it's not one that's on Hespeler Road, quite obviously, that we see all the time. And she said, well, I don't know where it is, but here. And she described there. And my son and I, we both went, oh, yeah, that's there. And I said, oh, that sounds like the area where I've been to before. I've been to a place like that, a Thai place, I think. It's back off the road. And if it wasn't exactly that place, but I don't know who I actually went there with, because it just doesn't feel right. Whenever I think of a name, I think, did I go with her? Who else could I have gone with, right? I don't know. I just don't know. I think it was when I was in, no. Maybe it was when I was working in Mississauga, but had lost my job already and was working at a different place. So I was working at or had I not? And I was working at two places. One place in the morning, one place in the afternoon. I don't know. I worked a lot back in those days. An awful lot. I tried to find... Yeah, because I was working the afternoon shift, so I think this is a time when I was trying to work somewhere in the morning and then work the afternoon shift as well. So the afternoon shift was my main job, and I found a few different places to work for in the mornings, various places. But we got together here, so it had nothing to do with that. Memory. But anyway, I remembered being there, and it was exactly the same. Yeah, but I don't know. I'll ask Michelle. Anyway, yeah, I think that's enough. Talk to you later, guys.